Hello everyone, this video will cover Module 12. So in Module 12, you're just finishing up your research essay and you are submitting the final draft. There's a couple of things you should look at before you do that. And so I'll go over the list of things to do. So you've got your rough draft of your essay, you've turned it into several places and you've gotten quite a bit of responses, hopefully some feedback from different people. And so now you're ready to turn your rough draft into a final draft. So just as a reminder, this is the criteria, what you need to be doing with the essay. It's always a good idea to check your essay against the criteria. Big things like making sure you have at least 8 sources, making sure that you have defined everything, that there are enough background information, that you have lots of sources, period, because it is a research paper, making sure that you're not copying parts of your annotated bibliography, all of those things that these seem like little criteria, but they can add up to some major issues as far as your grade is concerned. So make sure that you're just going over that. And then go over this checklist here. This means you have gotten some feedback from different places. You have a rough draft to look at. For me, I should be leaving you feedback after you turn in your rough drafts, and then you'll be able to see the annotated comments from me. And then online writing lab, hopefully you did complete that and have gotten your response back in BrainFuse. Make sure you do turn that in to me in Canvas if you didn't already. That way you can get your points for doing it. And then your peer edit, you should have hopefully two peers have responded to you in the peer edit assignment and have given you some feedback as well. So hopefully you'll have feedback from those kind of 4 people have looked over your essay. I also recommend giving yourself a good self-edit. You can look over other things that have been graded in the class. You can look over, other comments that you've gotten in other places. But the main thing is to just give your essay just a good once over. Read it out loud if you can. That's always a good idea. Or read a printed copy. Those are 2 ways to catch your own errors. And so that would be a good opportunity. This would be a good time to do that. Since your essay is mostly written, now is a good time to go in and really focus on what can you do to improve it, right? So it may be adding length to the paper, but it may also be, going back through with and polishing, making sure every sentence sounds right, that kind of thing. So you want to make sure that you're doing that. Now, if your rough draft and final draft have no changes, you're only getting half credit because we go through this entire process for a reason. Plus, that makes me think you probably used AI for your rough draft, in which case I'm not going to give you credit for it anyway. So making sure that you are focusing on improving your own writing, right? Effort counts for a lot in this class. So just focusing on that. I have the Purdue OWL linked in if you need any last minute information on using sources, and then your submission is here. And so this is the final spot that you'll be submitting this final draft. This would be the one that you want me to grade, making sure that you are giving it a good proofread before you turn it in. And you can see that the rubric is here. It does have an AI level to it, and so just keep that in mind. If you're tempted to use AI to write any part of your essay, that you should not. And then don't forget, some of you are forgetting this, I can tell, so cite that any program that you use to help you, other than if it's just Word, spell check on Word, that's fine. But any outside program that's outside of your writing or your file program, make sure that you are citing something like that just on the works cited page, or even just at the bottom saying, essay edited using Grammarly or something like that is what I want. So that is the Module 12. Once you have finished this essay, submitted it, then you can take a great big sigh of relief because that is the hard part of the class and it is over with. If you have watched this video all the way through to the end, please send me an email and I will add some extra credits to one of your assignments.